So hello, and welcome to a new event in the ICF Saudi chapter event during the International Coaching Week. And the theme for this week is Coaching Horizons 2025 Legacy, Innovation, and Impact. Our vision as Saudi chapter to be the leading catalyst for excellence in coaching and personal development in Saudi Arabia. We empower individuals and organizations to reach their full potential. And through that vision, we have a mission. Our mission is to advance the art and science and practice of coaching in Saudi Arabia. Through quality programs we offer and webinars and events, we also seek to provide strong community of skilled coaches and also promote the ethical standards. We tend to support people or coaches in Saudi Arabia. And here's the team of board members who are supporting everyone through the ICW events in ICF Saudi Arabia board. 9 members are working day and night to make everything as smooth as possible. And from the board today, I will be your facilitator for today. I am the ICF Saudi Membership Director of the ICF Saudi chapter. And a little bit of house rules I would like to share with you today. Please keep your microphone muted at all times until we ask for them to be unmuted. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box and someone will respond to them, or we can respond to them in the Q&A section. And in order to receive your continuing coaching education hours, please ensure of 2 things. First of all, please stay in the session until the end and make sure that your name appears in the Zoom as the same as the name you registered in the event platform. So make sure that both names matches each other, whether it's in English or in Arabic or even French, it doesn't matter. As long as they match each other, that's great. So, and for today, the panel discussion where many of the ICF MENA presidents are joining together, one region, many voices, and what's next. And now I would like to bring over the mic, or let's say, without further ado, the mic is now yours, Coach Abdul Sattar.
Thank you, Rasha. Hello, everyone. And I assume it's good evening wherever you are. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. We have different regions all the way from Morocco, Egypt, Jordan. And if I don't mention some of but MashaAllah, tabarakallah, we are around. We are the MENA. So, MashaAllah, tabarakallah. And this is great. Honestly, أنا كعبد الستار, I'm so grateful, alhamdulillah. This is such a great, يعني ما شاء الله تبارك الله, تقريبا, if I'm not mistaken, I can see over 75 participants so far, ما شاء الله تبارك الله. This is a great achievement. And as they say, the power of one, this is what we always say, the power of one. And we are the power of one when we talk about MENA. Okay, we are coaches. And it's so great, mashallah. Now I see in the chat, hello from Iraq. This is amazing, mashallah. I want to start with a few highlights and very special milestones so that we all celebrate. And a big clap, whether on chat, whether on, okay. The first one we are celebrating, mashallah, tabarakallah, ICF Morocco is celebrating 20 years. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. 20 years. يعني almost near to ICF International, اللي هي 30 years. Okay. ICF UAE, MashaAllah, tabarakallah, as of today, they are celebrating 13 years. Great. Tunisia, 11 years. Saudi and Egypt and Oman, okay, and we're always close to Egypt, okay, and of course Oman, we are celebrating, all 3 of us, 10 years, mashallah, tabarakallah. Lebanon celebrating 8 years, Jordan 8 years, Kuwait, mashallah, will be celebrating 8 years next month, and ICF Egypt and Oman and Lebanon, congratulations on receiving the ICF chapter recognition award in 2024. فحقيقة, this is amazing. It's a moment and it's an honor of a great journey, and the impact that we all leave as coaches, as the presidents, as Russia mentioned, we've been working day and night to make this happen, and alhamdulillah, it has happened, alhamdulillah. طيب. What is the purpose of today? Why did we get together as MENA, طبعا presidents, and you guys as the members, okay? It's to reflect on 30 years of ICF and to look ahead, because the bus, well, can I say, the plane does not stop here, but I should go the bus, the plane, let's accelerate, let's go as fast as we can. We have a lot to do for coaching, for our members, but we have a lot to look forward when it comes to coaching in MENA, and it is changing day after day, and it is growing day after day, and people are really seeing the added value of what is coaching, and this is our role and the role of our members also to spread the news and to evoke the awareness within the region, especially the Arab region, to understand this. Right. Now what I would like to ask very quickly, maybe within 2 minutes, I want to hand over the mic to each president. Just please your name, your country, and maybe one sentence, okay, as a summary, the vision for your country. And I will leave it open. I can choose, or we can go 20 years, 13 years. Let's start with ICF Morocco, tamam, because you're leading, mashallah, 20 years, okay? But basically, بعد إذنك, your name, of course, it is Morocco. And what is your vision? Yeah.
Thank you, Abdul-Sattar, and I'm honored to start this call. So if I summarize our vision since 20 years is, I can say 3 generations of coaches, empowering organizations and inspiring youth every day. That's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And now I will move to ICF UAE.
Hello. I am Franda from ICF UAE, and my vision, or our vision here at the UAE chapter, is for coaching in the UAE to lead with purpose, to be anchored in our cultural depth, and to become a global benchmark for innovation leadership, meaningful transformation, and value-driven impact. We have a very diverse community here, and we really are working together to truly create an impact in the UAE. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And now I will move to Tunis. 11 years, mashallah. Your vision.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Abdul-Sattar. I'm very honored to be here today as well. So I'm Sonia Damak. I'm the president of ICF Tunisia chapter. And our vision, let's say our ambition, is to ensure the recognition of the significant added value of coaching, both at the individual level for personal development and goal achievement, and at the organizational level for improved performance, leadership, and well-being in companies. We aspire to a future where coaching in Tunisia is synonymous of quality, trust, and measurable impact. Thank you.
Excellent, great. And mashallah, tabarakallah, I see different visions and diversity, and this is actually
He's frozen on my screen.
Hello?
Hello, is there any?
Yeah, yes, it
Hello?
seems like,
Okay.
yes, he's back.
Okay. So, but you can hear me, so everyone can hear me.
Yes, yeah.
Like, should we move to Egypt and then go back to Oman?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm 𝘕𝘦𝘹𝘵 from Egypt. Our vision is to cultivate a culture of conscious, empowered, and driven by purpose for individuals, societies, system, communities, through high quality of coaching towards excellence. Thank you.
Great, high quality towards excellence. Great, thank you. طيب, is Oman president back on? ولا?
I've been on. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello, everyone. I'm Caroline Phillips, representing ICF Oman. I don't know whether you lost me, but I can see myself there all the time. Anyhow, together we coach, together we thrive. And the vision that those 6 words translate into is simply our vision of empowering our coaches, our businesses, and our community to harness coaching as a catalyst towards a future-ready Oman that is in line with Oman Vision 2040.
Great. Thank you very much. And now we go to Lebanon.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ghada Yared. I'm the current president of ICF Lebanon. So what came to my mind was resilience and brilliance, because Lebanese people mastered agility, adaptability, and yet we want them to now engineer rebirth and transformation through coaching.
Great. Thank you, Coach Ghada. And we move now to Jordan.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't unmute myself. I'm so happy to be here with everybody. This is Nancy from ICF Jordan chapter. Our vision is to be the umbrella for professional coaching standard, inclusive growth, and public trust in Jordan. We want to see the coaching as a respected profession, an impactful profession that is grounded in ethics, that is backed by evidence and meaningful in people's real lives. That's why we're looking into more of diversity to honor that, the social impact, to have the coaching serves as the community for the whole society and our members as well. That's what our vision for ICF Jordan. Thank you.
Right, Mumtaz. And we finally close with the great Kuwait.
Thank you, Abdul Sattar. Hello, everyone. This is Maliha, Kuwait chapter, and we celebrate 8 years. And our vision is coaching in education. Our future leaders, this is our mission in life, to let coaching be in every school and university. Thank you.
Excellent. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. We've reached today, MashaAllah, 100 participants, MashaAllah, tabarakallah, who have joined. This actually just shows how eager we are, how our members are eager to attend. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. طيب. Now, if you allow me, let's start the roundtable discussion. And within the roundtable discussion, what we will be doing is we will be asking to President, a few questions, and we would like you to answer those questions. So I will start out with Tunis and then Egypt. The same question goes to Tunis and then Egypt. Basically, the question is, what is the biggest opportunity in your country, which is what is the biggest coaching opportunity for Tunis? And the same goes for Egypt. Where do you see the biggest opportunity in coaching within Tunis?
Should you go first, Abdul Sattar, or maybe 𝘕𝘦? Would you like to go first?
Okay, do you like? No problem. Okay, so I think today the Egyptian business is navigating globalization and rapid digitalization and also generational shifts. So especially within the vision of 2030, and I think this is all needs the coaching for more inclusive workplaces, more resilient leadership. So this is a mad for the coaching to expand the coaching practices from a holistic perspective, So we are here with coaching in the modern business or Egyptian modern business to cultivate robust coaching culture, across various sectors. This will help for the organizational transformation, organizational healings, and also team adaptivity, resilience, and different innovative leadership models, to match with the modern trends in business in Egypt. So this is how I can see it.
Okay, thank you,
Great,
Salma.
Coach Shema.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Actually, it's in line with what you just said, and in line with the vision that we have for the future of coaching in our country and in our region. I can see like 4 or 5 opportunities that I will try to summarize here. First one is to promote credentialing. We all know that we are ICF coaches, that we are well trained, and it's very important to educate public and organization about the value of working with qualified coaches. So this is one big opportunity, is to promote credentialing. Second one is to elevate the perception. As I said, our vision is to reposition coaching in our countries, in our country, particularly in Tunisia, and maybe in other countries of the region. And by actively working to professionalize this field, the ICF Tunisia chapter has a massive opportunity to elevate the perception of coaching in Tunisia. And by elevating, we can replace the perception of coaching from being just the one that gives advice, which is not coaching actually, from powerful way of accompanying people and organization. Third one is the organizational market. Actually, in Tunisia, we use service from consultancy, from any experts, but coaching is still an untapped market, and here we can see a big opportunity of advocating the organization to use more and more coaching, and the opportunity is to educate these organizations about the benefits of using coaching, and of course certified credentialed coaches. Fourth one is to bridge the gap between trained coach and practice. Actually, here the idea is, the opportunity actually is to connect these trained coaches with individuals and organization. And here we can see some mechanism that could do this reconnection in a very professional way, so that we can, of course, reposition the coaching. And last but not the least is, of course, to set the standards of ethics. We all know that ICF is a great meaning of ethical practice. So here, as ICF Tunisia chapter and as the representative of ICF in our country, we can see that this unique opportunity to set the standards of ethical practice and quality coaching in Tunisia. Thank you.
MashaAllah. Sorry, I was mute. Excellent. MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Very detailed and excellent. MashaAllah. Tabarakallah. Now I'll move to Kuwait and Oman. And this question actually, which both Kuwait and Oman are covering for the whole MENA. Okay, so what's our role as the presidents, okay, as a chapter, okay, as MENA in shaping the global coaching movement? So what's our role as MENA? We are all MENA together. We are one power. in shaping the global coaching movement?
So I'll go
Mhm.
first if that's all right, Coach Maliha.
Okay, please.
Look, I can just think of one key pointer here. I think our role really is about bringing culturally rooted coaching practices into that global dialogue. I'm an expatriate living in Oman for 35 years, and I can tell you there is a lot of culturally relevant principles and tools that we can start bringing to the global dialogue of coaching, things like collective consultation, collective consensus, relational warmth. There's so much that the culture in this region offers that can enrich coaching. So for me, that's one thing. That comes top of.
I think we lost.
Oh, were you able to hear me?
No, we did, but the last maybe 20 seconds, but we did, yes. Type, great, thank you. I think it
I'm
was very
having
clear.
very
Thank you
poor
very much.
bandwidth, so I'm
Thank you
really
very much.
sorry about it. Thank you.
No, it's
Please,
okay. It's okay. No issues. It happens. Technology sometimes lets us down. Type. We
Yeah.
move to
Bottom
Oman.
line, I'm just saying bringing culturally rooted coaching practices into the global dialogue. That's my statement there.
Yeah, from my opinion, what is missing in the global effect? The missing is the accreditation for teachers to be coaches, and the missing for competencies. These competencies cannot be worked with children. So to have, as Caroline mentioned, thank you, Caroline, competencies to our culture that works with these children in a landscape, how to set goals differently, how to wake awareness differently, how to listen to them differently, how to understand their psychological needs differently. So this is missing. And I've mentioned it several times directly to the CEO and also the DCO, Robert, that we need accreditation for teachers because this is going to be a global. Second thing, working on organization, because this has also a huge effect on a huge number of employee in the organizations. Third, work on our coaches. That's their knowledge, their participation in conferences around the world, their capability, their publishment of their knowledge and around the world. So working in our coaches in the chapters, working in specific really accreditation for teachers, and concentrate on the future leaders and organization. Thank you.
Mumtaz, Coach Maliha, actually, and I loved when you talked about teachers, and I've been having this discussion with even عندنا هنا وزارة التعليم, the Ministry of Education. This is great. And also when we apply the same thing for organizations. Thank you for mentioning this. Type. Now we ask the following question because, mashallah, Morocco and UAE, both 20 and 13 years. So we ask the following question to Morocco and UAE. How was the coach, or how was coaching in the region when ICF was first introduced in your country? How it started, and what is, as of today, the coaching impact today? So, mashallah, 20 years. Okay, this is, mashallah, a generation. So how was it when it first started? What's the impact? Now, either we start with Morocco or UAE, as you wish. 20 years and 13 years, for they have a history. They've seen this across many years.
Go ahead, UAE. Go ahead. مرحبا.
Did you want me to go, Manal?
Yes, please go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, we've only been around, what now, 13 years. And we know that when ICF was introduced, not only in the UAE, but also even in the MENA region in and of itself, coaching was still relatively unknown. It was a concept that was out, but it wasn't a really understood concept. So many thought that it was consulting or training or mentoring. So part of really what we've had to do in UAE over these years is to get an understanding in order to create a shift. Now we have created a significant shift where we're seeing coaching embedding within leadership programs, talent development pipelines, government initiatives, even healthcare sector as well, finance sector, airports. So we are seeing that the coaching culture has become something that's a little bit different than it was, not a little bit, a lot different than it was when we started in 2012. So today, coaching in the UAE has gained credibility, which is most important. So it's gained credibility and it's also gained momentum. And our presence as a chapter has been a major part of that because we are here to provide education. We are here to go into organizations and share with them about coaching culture and what that actually is and the difference between mentoring and training. So we can see that the impact is visible in how organizations now invest in coaching, internal coaching, as well as bringing in external coaches. Also, how credentialing is valued. Now most organizations now are educated about what it means to hire a credentialed coach, and also how conversations around growth and ethics, accountability, those things are way more normalized now than we were when ICF first started here in 2020. So my hope is that we'll continue, and I know we will continue to grow. Our impact has become greater and greater. We've participated in many organizational platforms now, and we're hoping definitely that we will be able to do more and more. Thank you.
Thank you, Franda. Actually, I love the word you said about credibility. I just love it because this is very, very important today, that people feel that we are credible. And what is even more important, from my perspective at least, is accreditation. And this is something that we need to uplift within our region and to make sure that people are accredited. And if I put another hat, which is the marketing hat, how do you market yourself after you have become a credentialed coach? Because a lot of our coaches today say, okay, I've invested in ICF, what's next for me? So this would be one of the breakout rooms, whoever wants to join and is interested later in talking about, of course, how to market yourself. طيب, ممتاز. Now we go to so we go to the last question, which is for both Lebanon and Jordan. So
I think
and Lebanon and Jordan, of course.
Manal.
Sorry.
Manal.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, Manal, تفضلي. Sorry,
Okay.
my mistake.
It's okay.
We're coaches. We make mistakes. It's okay.
Exactly. No issue. So thank you, Abdel Fattah, and so I'm really I'm going to share our journey with a lot of emotion, because it was a challenging and amazing journey for all of us. So when we started this trip on the end of 2004. I can join Frenda in the point of gap of recognition or non-identification of the coaching as a separate mission or job or profession. So of course, people were confused between coaching, mentoring, training, consulting, and even corporation. It was not yet set up as a referential as the worldwide standards. So after being a charter on 2015, so let's say a first the first group of high-skilled diaspora and let's say, trained coaches who are our mentors today, have been trained by the 2 or 3 first coaching education providers at this time. And they are, by the way, our partners today of the chapter. They are 6 today. I was just signed with them a partnership in order to promote and to continue on promoting the credentialing, the ICF standards, and what is the value proposition for people, for corporations, and for all the field where we can where we have repositioned it coaching in Morocco. In 2020.
Hello. Good job,
Yes.
Sata. Yeah, I don't know if you think we lost Manel.
Yes, I think we did. That's why I was asking. Can everyone hear Coach Manal? Well, I think we lost her. طيب.
No.
Let's wait. Is she back?
Sorry, I lost you. I think it was my
Coach Manal?
connection. Can you hear me? Sorry, I lost you. I think it was my
Yes.
connection.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying that it was very interesting, and we were able to let's say to reiterate our membership because after this this crisis, we had we let's say we passed from 43 to right now 100 membership since July 2023. So it was amazing to see the purpose of ICF Morocco. Thank you, re-shining, and all of them have been here to celebrate with us the 20 years anniversary. Today, if I can see 2 keywords regarding our impacts, we were able to so we succeed on repositioning coaching on 5 fields. The first one is the individual. The second one is corporation. Of course, the individual, let's say, explaining what is coaching versus the other professions. The second one is on corporation and organizations, executive coaching. The third one is societal coaching, or let's say solidar coaching through pro bono partnerships. On education level, also we had many projects with the universities through very committed NGO committed in youth empowerment. And the last but not least is entrepreneurship development. So we also collaborate with, especially we had a nice chapter during this ICW on coaching startup leaders on their let's say their poster, their pitching, their all the stuff that we may empower through our coaching. The last thing is that today Morocco ambition is to go with the government in order to how can I say, just to define what is a coach, what is training, education, coaching education, training specification, what are the specifications. It may be a first step to go for something more, let's say, more formal and more official. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Actually, there are many challenges, and I would like to close this roundtable with actually Lebanon and Jordan. And this is very important. Why? Because within the region, especially within Lebanon and Jordan, we all know what's happening. We all know the challenges. Okay, so the question goes, what are the biggest changes given what's happening today, okay, within the region? So what are the biggest changes in coaching in Lebanon and Jordan? And again, whoever wants to start, either Lebanon or Jordan, please.
Go ahead, please, Ghada.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Abdel for this question. So we've seen a lot of changes, and what I can say is that when nothing is sure, everything is possible. And even though we've had a lot of lemons, like we say, we tried to make lemonade out of those lemons that life gave us for the last 5 to 7 years in the region and in our country. But there were a lot of positive changes that we saw related to the situation in the country, related to the situation in the world, related to the situation in the region. First and foremost, a need for well-being and a need for feeling better more quickly so that we can keep going. So instead of turning to therapy, people were turning to coaching and wanting this pragmatic and hands-on and maybe impactful way of being supported. There was also a need for human connection because humanity was lacking on many levels, and coaching is, before anything else, a human relationship. There's been also an awareness through social media about coaching, and those high-profile coaches that were really giving people some clarity and directions and were opening up the way. There was, of course, the big change of being able to work online, which allowed isolated Lebanese coaches to reach out to different countries. And of course, speaking 3 languages have helped a lot. And recently, the market has started to open up. Like all my fellow colleagues, presidents have said, there's been more awareness around coaching. So now when you say coaching, you don't have like a blank and the person stops and, what is it? Are you a sports coach? What is it that you do? No. So they've been acknowledging coaching, and there's been more and more schools rising in Lebanon. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I'm sure that a lot of you will agree with me, unfortunately, it's still an unregulated market. So we still have a lot of coaches that are very popular after becoming coaches in 3 days, 5 days, etc. So there's a constant battle to showcase what professional coaching and certain coaching standards and ethics are. So that's the roundup for me for this question. Thank you.
Excellent. Before we go to Coach, before we go to Jordan, actually, I received a message on WhatsApp. Just imagine, huh? Become a master coach in 3 days. Wow.
I think we
A
received
master
the
coach in
same
3
message.
days.
Yes.
Yeah. So exactly. So how can I become a master? Excellent. Type. We go to Jordan, please. What is the biggest changes in coaching in your country?
Well, that's one of the changes that we've seen, is that now organizations and company are being aware or are able to sniff out book or academies coaches from professional coaches. So that's great. Now they are asking for ICF credentialing, and we have more now companies reaching out actually to ICF and asking us for programs or asking us to refer to them, ICF coaches. And that helps, like, so I could say like the biggest change is the awareness itself. It will enable us to create more partnerships right now because organizations now know more about ICF. That's like one of the biggest changes, especially like as a strategic tool for growth, leadership, and development. That mindset shift was very helpful because previously I think the coaching profession itself was not really understood. It was more of let's say, weak performance, employees need to progress, we bring a coach for them. It's not about actually working on your talents and strengths and growing. It's more like, let's call it a patch to fix something instead of actually growing. So that shift of mindset was very useful as well for us. And we were really happy that we're part of that change, as well as we're seeing more people coming to us asking for ICF credential training. And now they are understanding that there is ICF professional coaching and there is something else. And we're also having a lot of people asking about credentials. So that's good as well, because we still don't have so many credentialed coaches yet in Jordan, but we're trying to work on that. And one other thing is that we have increased our members more than 50% for the last 2 years. So that was really good for us as well. And the misunderstanding around coaching is shifting a little bit, but as you guys said, like social media has a huge impact right now, but we're seeing a small shift, and hopefully, I'm just saying that, like, I think by the end of next year, we're gonna see a huge shift where people, the public people, know that this is an ICF accredited person and this is book coach. This is what I'm gonna call them, to be still respectful. Thank you.
Excellent, Nancy. Actually, I saw a comment, but we'll come to back to that within the chat. Someone mentioned it makes sense with, the era of AI today. You can become a coach in 3 days. So is that true or not? And will it help or not? We'll come back to that. Like, great so far. And I'll hand it back to Coach Rasha, because I believe now we will start breaking out into breakout rooms, and we have different topics. Coach Rasha, it's back to you now.
Thank you, Coach Abdul-Sattar, and I really enjoyed the discussion and the conversations about coaching. Really, this is the MENA conference, not a panel discussion. So that's really great. So and because it's great, we need to go out and discuss several things as well. So we have created breakout rooms for 15 minutes, and that would be the format for the breakout rooms. So for breakout room number 1, it would be the topic. For each breakout room, there will be a certain topic to discuss in that room, and we will give you the option to choose the room that you would like to, depending on the topic. So for room number 1, there will be about marketing and branding. Number 2 would be about women in coaching. And number 3 would be coaching and education, coaching as career. Number 4, DAIB and coaching in MENA. Number 5, 6 would be ROI of coaching for organization. 7 would be building a coaching community. 8 would be coaching ethics in the MENA region. And 9 would be the visibility and advocacy. And all of these rooms would be led with one of the presidents, so you get to meet them and you get to discuss with them. When I open all the rooms, there will be like 4 boxes at the left side. You can pick from that which room you would like to go in. I hope that everything is clear. Do you have any questions? Okay, you will get to choose when you get to have the 4 boxes on the left side. Okay, so we'll open the room now and see you in 15 minutes.
See on the chat.
So
before we go to the next.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Before we
go ahead.
Before we go to the next session or section, people are saying maybe we can very quickly just reflect on what happened within the rooms. We have 9 rooms, maybe each president, or if it's from the participant, but very quickly, and then we go back to the next section.
Of course. Please share an insight or 2 or 3. Let's see how did you enjoy today, the breakout session so far?
Are there questions for the presidents, Rasha, or
Yeah,
anyone who would like to share, president or participants, everyone is welcome to share their insights.
We have some comments.
Okay.
In room 9, we have a volunteer to reflect back. So, but it is number 9, so maybe go the last one.
I have one request. Can everyone smile, please? Now, I just need to take a few screenshots. So smile, please.
Sure.
Done. Go ahead.
Thank you, Walid. Type. So
Okay,
we'll take a
perfect.
question from 9.
Room 9.
I'm
Room 9.
volunteering,
Dr. Alia?
Sonia, from I'm volunteering from room 9.
Yes, Dr. Alia, can you go ahead, please?
So it was a very interesting discussion where we heard from everyone on their reflection on how to raise awareness to advocate coaching. A lot of proposed ideas that were really valuable to advocate for coaching. Promotion for the credentialing and becoming professional certified coaches is one way. Other participant proposed leading by example and live the coaching ethics and practice and profession. Very practical idea is to share change and success stories and focus more on continuing education and providing more courses about coaching. And from the practice itself or from our life, just spread or promote coaching from the inner circle to the outer circle, to the community and the society as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments, or we can move to the next section? Okay, let's move to the next section then. Okay, now what I would like to do is basically ask, and within maximum of 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, each president a different question. So we're putting you now on the spot, Mr. Presidents. Okay, let me start with Kuwait. Tamam? In your view, what makes the coaching landscape in Kuwait unique? And how can coaches position themselves for greater impact? This is for Kuwait.
Thank you, Abdel. Now, Kuwait in working on the government level for the sustainable development goals. Now, the third one is well-being. Now, well-being become the destination, and the coaching culture become the way to destination. Coaching culture is not the destination. Coaching culture is the way to well-being. The third sustainable development, we cannot have well-being without coaching culture. So that's unique. Every government entity has to prove that it worked on the 17 goals. In the oil sector, 20,000 employees, we have a dedicated coaching culture committee that's representative from all. This is a very successful story, and we won honorable mention for Kuwait National Petroleum Company. Now, how coaches can have a global, as I say, always start from MCC level. Don't go the path. I mean, the qualification for MCC is the real coaching. That's working with the human being, not in the goal. So working in the qualification and the experience, and also as for themselves, first, to be a MCC starting coach. Second, contribute to the conferences, papers, research in coaching to have a global impact. Also collaborate. That's in, for example, now chapter Saudi and chapter Kuwaiti, we have a Middle East well-being program that they are ambassadors for well-being program. It is recognized. We have international well-being coaches from ICF. They were presented and speak in the well-being program. And thank you for Coach Haytham. It was his idea. Marvelous. We started last year, fully booked. This year, fully booked. And inshallah continue. That's collaboration between our chapters create a global effect.
Excellent. Collaboration. The key word I take is collaboration. And this is what we're actually doing today. The key word I take from collaboration, how many people are we today on this call? If we are connected on LinkedIn, if we always share information, if we always spread, awareness, okay? This is where the connection and this is where the power comes. Okay, now I will move to Oman. Okay, the question here, what opportunities are you seeing in building awareness of coaching as a profession in Oman? So opportunities and building awareness.
Building awareness, one of the opportunities that I see is partnering with government entities. Partnering with government entities to further define expectations and demonstrate the impact of coaching. There is tremendous interest in our country from government bodies on, understanding coaching better. Another opportunity that I think we have in our country really is a lot of Omanis are now being credentialed. They are now getting their credentials. So peer advocacy can really help build and create a stronger awareness about coaching. A lot of young youth are taking this proactive initiative of investing in coaching for themselves. So that again for us is a brilliant opportunity to capitalize on. And our chapter has already started doing that, reaching out to schools. I know it's very close to Coach Maliha's heart, but we were super proud of the community outreach initiatives where we started embracing youth into understanding and taking full value of coaching. So really, that, along with great opportunities about incorporating coaching in national transformative initiatives and agendas, it's catching on, it's getting bigger. So truly upwards and onwards for us in Oman, where coaching is concerned. Alhamdulillah. Thank you.
Thank you, Caroline. Thank you very much. Okay, we move to UAE. UAE, as they say, is a hub. UAE has many different nationalities. Yes, so with such a diverse and fast-paced environment, how is your chapter adapting to meet evolving coaching needs across cultures and sectors? Especially we have different nationalities, different religions, different beliefs. This is a big challenge. How are you managing that, Franda?
Well, first of all, what a great question, right? Because we are a region that's so dynamic, so diverse, and along with all of that, a very fast-paced region as well. So as a chapter, one thing that we had to recognize, even when the chapter began, is that it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of approach. That will never work here. So we have to stay very intentional and be intentionally adaptive to a few things. First, we really have to prioritize cultural intelligence and cultural inclusion, because as you mentioned, we have so many nationalities and so many perspectives here that we have to design programs that reflect that richness and honor that richness, and also give space for meaningful cross-cultural learning. We learn about each other every time we have a coaching cafe, every time we have an event or whatever. We learn more and more about each other as individuals, as well as part of a global society. Second, we're working on strengthening our partnerships in different key sectors, including the government, aviation, healthcare, education, finance. And we look at these and to move toward understanding the real-time challenges and opportunities, because we know coaching can make a big difference. Whether it's leadership development, whether it's team coaching, whether it's navigating systemic change, we know that coaching can make a difference. but we also know that we have to work to get in the door. Right? A lot of
Definitely.
companies have what they call internal coaches, but they're really mentors and trainers. So third, we have to really start, we had to move from a very static sort of planning to being more responsive and being member informed. And one way that we did that, and one way that I hope to move forward with that, is to have what I call members roundtables. Right? 10 to 12 members. Just come, let's sit, let's have a conversation. Let us hear directly from you what you expect from the chapter and how we can better support you where you are as a member of our chapter. So our basic focus, to sum it up, is to stay relevant, to be responsive, and to make sure that we add value, noticeable value in the region, and also to make sure that we shape the future of coaching across this region. So thank you for your question. It was a very good one.
Thank you. Thank you very much with the diversity that's happening today in UAE. طيب, and we go to the great Egypt, where I just landed from yesterday. Yes, and I didn't have the chance to meet with the Coach Shayma. But the question here is, how is coaching, and with such a great country with over 100 million, mashallah, you've reached, I've seen yesterday almost 107, yeah? Almost 107, yeah? So how is coaching influencing leadership and organizational development in Egypt? And what role does your chapter play in that transformation?
Okay, actually, I can see that the coaching had a great impact on shaping leadership in Egypt, and that was based on the surveys that we make every time through the corporate we are working with. And I can say that more than 90% saw that coaching is a very beneficial on different levels, personal and professional. And now we are receiving requests from different organizations, leaders, entrepreneurs, just because they need coaching to be mainstreamed within their organization as a strategic tools, just to help them to building a team, to have a cultural transformation, to have different stuff within the leadership and the C-suites, the middle management, and even the new ones, just to feel that they are working as one unit. You know, I think one of the significant events that made the difference within the coaching in Egypt was the coaching summit that you were there. I remember. I can remember that you were there. After
I was there.
after the coaching summit, different organizations see and know about that there is a chapter, there is an entity that we can go to receive a trustful service, as we said. And actually this is have a responsibility, social responsibility and professional responsibility to educate our coaches and to give them the highest professional development, just to cope and to align with the demand that we receive. Actually, we have different partnership that we are going through with different organization, and that's another message that yes, coaching have a great impact on leadership and on different life aspects. And now we have a special request from different organizations. They need to have internal coaches. especially on well-being, leadership, executive, and team coaching. This is how the landscape here in Egypt today.
Excellent, excellent.
And thank God now we have about 14 schools, so we can partner with the schools and be the bridge between schools and organizations.
MashaAllah, 14 schools. I think that's not enough in Egypt. I think that's not enough in Egypt. I think you need more.
Great. We are a lot. We are too much.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. We move to Morocco as one of the oldest chapters in the region.
Yes.
What lessons have you learned about sustaining a coaching community over 2 decades? That's not easy. Yeah? 20 years.
Yes.
So sustainability in business is very important.
So, first word, if I may say, is, or let's say 2 words, are passion and innovation. Because passion is useful to keep the track and to stay motivated to look for the best for our membership as value proposition, but also for our, let's say, ecosystem and the key players that are all today our partners, especially during the 2 last years. So to impact means to influence, but also to co-create with all those key players, innovative and also inspiring actions. So, for example, if I may share 3 initiatives, the first one is the podcast of ICF Morocco. So it was a nice way to share our vision, definitely, the testimonials from key decision makers in the corporation that we work with, and also to speak about the added value of credentials for people who choose to be credentialed as coaches, and what makes the difference between professional accredited or let's say a credentialed coach and other coaches that have chosen other ways to lead their career. The second initiative is the hackathon. So we are going to launch through 5 regions, thanks to a partnership with our partner Technopark. Technopark is the let's say the city of innovation for tech and AI in Morocco. So our headquarters is based there since 1 year now. So we moved there in order to stay close to the let's say the decision maker on corporation regarding what are their expectations in terms of coaching, of team performance leading, of leadership, ownership regarding projects management, and all the stuff that may be impacting our industry. And this year, this hackathon in those 5 regions is going to enable us to enhance the specificity of coachings in 5 sectors. So the first one is the industry and let's say the food industry and all industries. The second one is services, so call centers, finance, insurance. And the third one is health and biomedical. And the fourth one is the tourism, and the fifth one is HoReCa, so hotel, restaurant, and coffee, and of course FMCG, because we believe today is that the level of awareness that our country has reached is not only in multinational corporations but also in let's say local in companies. We need to not to customize, but to sensitize people and to inform them about the possibility of declining coaching tools and approach according to the industry and the sector. That's it. Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We move to Tunisia. What are some key areas of focus for Tunisia chapter when it comes to advocating for coaching in public or in educational sectors?
Thank you, Coach Absatar. At educational sector, I can see like 3-4 areas of focus. First one is, I mean, whatever we do, it is still important to continue working on this aspect, actually. So we have to focus on improved leadership skills when it comes to public sector, maybe enhanced communication, better team collaboration, employee engagement, all these aspects that are very important in public sector. And when it comes to education, the idea is to emphasize how coaching can support educators in improving teaching methodology in the area of artificial intelligence. I mean, it's not anymore the same way of educating. So we have maybe to emphasize on this aspect. Also, we can help educators to manage stress, burnout, and enhancing their relationship with students and parents through coaching. Also, one of the other aspects of education and awareness is to demystify coaching. Clearly articulate what is professional coaching and what is it not professional coaching, and of course, as usual, emphasizing the ICF rigorous standards, ethical guidelines. It's always very useful to do that. When it comes to educational outreach, we can offer workshops, seminars, like go, to inform the public sector and the administrators about coaching. Second one is partnership, and I hear some of the fellow presidents speaking about partnership. This is something that we could use to leverage coaching in our region, and I think that it can be done through engaging government bodies, collaborating with educational institutions to integrate coaching skills into their development programs, and to build alliance to collaborate on, I mean, maybe with other NGOs or with other bodies to share interests that share the interest in human development. Third aspect is, of course, demonstrating impact and building capacities, and this is the aspect that will really leverage the impact of coaching when it comes, for example, to pilot program and case studies. And one of our breakout room participant speak about case studies, speak about demonstrating impact through case studying and living the coaching, as Ibrahim said in our breakout room. I think it is really this way of demonstrating impact and giving more credibility of the coaching practice. And last but not the least, and as usual, the ethical consideration and professional standards. As ICF chapters, we have to champion the ICF Code of Ethics. We have to continuously promote it and educate coaching and the whole stakeholders, let's say, from public sector or from education sector about these standards and how responsible, how professional we are, and of course define clearly the boundaries between coaching and other professions to like psychology, for example. And we had a webinar, in-person event in ICW in Tunisia, doing this clear boundaries between psychology and coaching, and it was very, very interesting one. So yeah, by focusing on all these areas, we can strategically advocate for the integration and recognition of professional coaching as a valuable tool for growth and development within the public and educational sectors. Thank you so much.
Sonia, you have a lot happening. Like, we move to Lebanon, and this is very important and an important question. All questions are important, but having seeing and knowing and hearing the complexity that's happening. So this is a region, or in a region, or in a country which is navigating complexity. How has the Lebanese chapter used coaching to foster resilience, hope, and professional development, especially with what's going on today? It's not easy, and our hearts are with you. Coach Ghada.
Thank you, Coach Abdel-Sattar, and thank you for your kind words. What we are feeling now with everything that has happened is, and what we know, is that Lebanese are resilient. And this is a word that they don't like because it means that there's always challenges that we need to face. But they are resilient. And now what we're feeling is that they all want to be thriving. And there's a glimpse of hope, and they really want to move forward. The question that is on everybody's lips is, okay, but how? How do I do that? How do I get where I want? How do I resume my life? How do I do this or that? We believe that awareness will create engagement, and engagement will create growth and transformation. So we have decided that the biggest thing that we could do is work on two levels. First of all, create awareness and allow people to taste the how that coaching brings. So we've been outreaching a lot. We've been going to universities, to fairs. So we've had more than 160 students enrolling in coaching sessions during the fair. This is over 2 days. So this was a huge amount, and it shows that there's a demand. We've been reaching out to NGOs, offering, real people, real coaching, so that we can really empower those, and those can make a ripple effect. Those families can impact their kids. Those social workers in NGOs can give a new kind of energy to what they're doing. And the second level that we never need to forget is that we are a chapter, and our first thing is to be serving our coaches who also are having difficulties moving forward and thriving just like everyone else. So we have developed, and some of you might know, the system of paid partnerships. And over the last 2 years, this has generated $30,000 of value of partnerships for our coaches. So this has shown them that, yes, there is a need for coaching. Yes, you can be coaches. This can be your job and your profession. And just to, not lose hope and not wanting to renew their memberships or not wanting to continue their path towards growth. So those are the big things that we are trying to tackle. And up until now, it has been a great feedback. So we feel that we're really impacting people one coaching session at a time.
Excellent, Coach Ghada. Honestly, with what's happening and the financial crisis and it's not an easy job that, you guys are doing. So thank you very much. Now we move on to Jordan. And within Jordan, what initiatives or partnerships are helping you raise the visibility and credibility of coaching in Jordan today?
Thank you, Abdel-Sattar. First, I just want to comment that it's amazing how people are connecting through our chat box. That's really cool to see that people all around the world are connecting through their LinkedIn profile. So I think this is one of the most good things that coming up after this panel. For Jordan, we've been strategically using this International Coaching Week. This is our last day, and it's beautifully to end with this beautiful panel to partner with several big organizations that are not just in the region, in Jordan, but are impactful in the region to create more business opportunities. And that helped us to create more business opportunities for our coaches and also to spread the awareness, as well with the media. We made sure that one of our keynote speaker is not just a coach, but a trainer and a person who has a media coverage, which brought us more public media coverage for the International Coaching Week. We also collaborated with radio stations to spread the awareness. We also collaborated with schools, coaches that provide online coaching schools as well, credentialing, because what we're trying to do is not just collaborate locally, but also regionally, because we know, especially for, let's say, for students who are graduating from these schools to actually join ICF Jordan once they are done, because that's where the only way to grow is to bring these new people with us and to spread that awareness, because, you know, one person brings us 5 and those brings us 10 and etc. So for this International Coaching Week, we did really do this, which helped us increase the visibility around, like I could say, around 20 to 30% than usual, because we also partnered with a lot of, let's say, even like coffee spaces. We partnered with beauty companies to give us like coverage, to give us gift bags, etc., which brought in a lot of people. So we were very grateful to that, because, you know, when we keep spreading these awarenesses, we tell them that we're ICF coaching, you know, under the umbrella of international coaching, and we're the professional coaching standard here, where, you know, coaches can and the public have that backbone of standards, ethics, integrity when we talk about coaching, that safe environment, that if something calls, they can fall back to ICF Jordan, that if anybody needs to reach out to professional coaching, that we're going to be the first authority to come here. So we have been very blessed that it actually worked, that our strategy happened, and we hope that this initiative continues. And the last initiative that we tried to work on and worked successfully, which is the inclusivity, because what we've seen, like what we see a lot, that not just let's say neurodiversity, but also people of determination don't get a lot of voices in the MENA region, and that's what we're trying now to give voices for these people. So we were successfully able to create a panel. We were luckily had 2 amazing women who are entrepreneurs, who are professionals, and who are people of determination. And we were very grateful to see the response, not just from coaches learning how to adapt to work with people of determination, but also how they were very grateful that we gave them that space. And that reminded us as the board this year that it was we're very blessed to make that move and that it was successful. And we would like to continue that, to partner with NGOs more, to partner with people of determination more, to give them more voices, more space, and to help that collaboration between us coaches and between them. Also the education, because we had also an educational consultant who invited us to create that collaboration also with schools. So crossing our fingers for these initiatives, and hopefully we'll take that momentum and move forward with it. So those are the things that we're working on. Thank you.
A lot of great achievements. Yeah, a lot of great. Due to time, and we don't want to keep our members, it's already 9:41 p.m. We'll take 2 to 3 questions from the audience, and then we will wrap up, inshallah, within the next 10 minutes maximum. So whoever has a question, just please either raise your hand, and Coach Rasha, if you can help, and they can just shoot the question to whomever you want. It could be a general question to one of our great presidents, as you wish. So we'll just take 2 to 3 maximum, just due to time.
Okay, so people are thanking in the chat. Thank you, everyone. So any questions, or who has a burning question that would like to ask the president? We have 9 lovely presidents in front of you. Okay, another thank you, which is great. A heart.
Good evening.
How can, okay, questions are coming up. One of them is, how can you address coaching in corporates? For whom this question?
Right.
Would
Who
you
would
like?
like to?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, please go ahead.
Who would like to take the question from our president? The first one is, how can we address coaching in corporates?
How can we, sorry, which one? Because the chat is moving very fast.
How can you address
Coach Rasha, can you read?
coaching in corporate? So that's the first question.
I would like more context in that. What does it mean to address, like how to coach in corporates?
Okay, so I think Maliha is raising her hand. Would you like to
Coach
say
Maliha?
something?
Yeah.
Coach Maliha, you would like to answer?
Yeah. That was the subject in the breakout rooms, and that was this is my specialist. So the answer, the usual answer is that show the CEO the numbers and the researches and the best practice and successful story, because it starts from top. If he said yes, all organization will say yes. But this is not the key for. The key is to know the type of CEO you have. What he wants. He wants money, return of investment. A few of them, they want, they are people-oriented, or the most successful way is the public recognition. They want global recognition. A global recognition, they will take it by the international prizes, Prism Award, best organization through ICF, or so the key to coaching an organization, know the type of your CEO, what is his vision, people-oriented, task-oriented, or recognition.
Okay.
Excellent. I see a question from 𝘕𝘸𝘴 𝘞𝘡𝘴, and I see also Coach Ghada raising. Coach Ghada, do you want to answer the same question, or should we take 𝘕𝘸𝘴?
I just wanted to add the fact that culturally, it's also important in the corporate environment to know how the HR departments perceive their jobs, because in a lot of organizations, they feel that they can do the job of a coach. And it's really important to be aware of those perspectives and how the culture works to be able to really go to the blind spots and not get into conflict. So they are usually a big door opener too. And I'll let you.
Like, we'll take, I think, again, due to time, we'll take the final question from 𝘕𝘸𝘴, and then we'll close, inshallah, with something called a section on themes. It's a very quick one, and I think it's a very motivational one, but let's take the question from 𝘕𝘸𝘴 𝘞𝘡𝘴.
Yes, hello everybody. So this is 𝘕𝘸𝘴 𝘞𝘡𝘴. First, I agree with Ghada regarding when she said about, I mean, like, in order to reach engagement, you have to start with awareness. And I think this is important, especially in some regions of, or some countries in our region, where people sometimes confuse between coaching and mentoring or consulting, or, I mean, like, I'm facing it, I'm not a coach, right? So, but I'm facing it as a professional with my peers or with my subordinates, where they think coaching is kind of mentoring, which is like, no, I'm a guide here, I'm not a guru. So you have to know that. My question is that the debate we spoke about, Sattar, maybe a month ago, if we can do it like I know it's a huge article, a huge subject, but if we can summarize it, how AI can support coaching.
I see Franda shaking her head, I think, because AI supporting coaching. Okay, Franda, would you like to take that? Because I had many discussions with Abdurrahim on this topic, and it's a hot topic, to be honest. So, Franda, would you like, or Sonia, maybe? It's up to you guys. I see also Sonia raising her hand.
Yeah,
So
maybe
Sonia, I
even
think
I
you have a
can
good
jump in
answer
as well,
to.
if that's all right.
I mean, we have so many. Abdurrahim, you've tickled the presidents now. You've tickled them.
And you know what happened? It happened in LinkedIn when I post that subject.
Yeah.
I had both armies here and there. Some are defending and some attacking. You know. So yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My quick input, if at all, I may say, because I'm already seeing the impact of AI on coaching, is that coaching is now moving away from how clients feel to how they do things differently, how that is tracked, how that is supported, how that is sustained, and leveraging AI to make coaching more data informed is the way forward, because coaching now is about tracking, supporting, sustaining, and what better tool can coaches ask for than have AI? I say forget AI, talk about ASI, artificial super intelligence, not just artificial intelligence. So AI can support us in tremendous ways. Don't worry about it. But we will always be way above AI, because who created us is very different from who created AI.
Exactly. I love that answer, and that was maybe my answer to Abdurrahim. I believe, no matter, it's a belief. You can disagree, you can, no matter where we reach, as you've said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who created us, is greater than, okay, so at the end of the day, even I believe today, I use AI on a daily basis in marketing, in business, but I don't take it as is. I have to reflect, I have to change. So yes, AI will impact, will support, but at the end of the day, we are dealing with humans, and humans will definitely need humans. This is what I believe. Any other
AI is
point
just an
on AI?
efficiency tool and nothing else.
Yes, if I may, Absattar, actually in 10 minutes from now, we are holding our final webinar for the ICW in Tunisia, and it will be about AI actually with Coach 𝘕𝘦𝘹𝘵, who is member of ICF-PC board, and you are welcome to join, Abdurrahim, sorry, if you would like to. I can put the link in the chat box. So maybe it would be in between French and Arabic. But yeah, you can through AI, you can translate what she will be saying actually. And I have a final comment on two questions that I saw in the chat. If I may, Absattar, because I need to go to open the room for the webinar, which will start in 9 minutes from now. Actually, how can we stay connected to each other? I think that I mean, first, of course, we can connect through LinkedIn with each other, and of course there are some initiatives that can entertain our connection, and I'm thinking about the peer-to-peer coaching in our region. We always organize peer-to-peer coaching rounds, and we are working towards another round in the coming weeks. So if you are part of it, of course, you will have the information from your chapter once it is ready. So thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you so much for being there. I really need to go, sorry, and have a nice end of week for those who are starting the week tomorrow, and wishing you all the best. Like we say in French, vive le coaching, and let's be proud of being coaches. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I think due to time, there is a section on the themes, but I think Coach Rasha, if you allow me, because whoever wants to go and also attend the AI, this is another opportunity and an open invitation from Sonia. I think if each president would like to answer this question later and send it to Rasha on our WhatsApp group, Okay. And then basically we can post it on Instagram. So the question is very simple. My wish for the future of coaching in MENA is just one word. If you can send it on the WhatsApp group, and we can, inshallah, make a nice, one slider and send it to everyone on all our social media. And by this, I would like to thank everyone. It was a great session from my perspective, seeing so many people attending and talking about coaching and the future of coaching and the power. I always say the power of one voice, the power of all the presidents being here today. Thank you again for your time and have a good night. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So-
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Abdurrahim.
Thank you all the team.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, folks. Thank you, everyone. Bye now.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.